I just made it. I came back from working, and it was pretty busy day. I don't know what to say. Pretty busy day, but I just wanted to answer a specific question. Like there was a question like where do people when people do certain things, where do they get their confidence from? When I do certain things in my life, when you see me do certain things in my life, you will wonder where does this man get his confidence from? Because to do certain things in life, you have to have major confidence. You actually need to have major confidence. So, where do I get the confidence from? I could be asking that question to anybody. Where do you get your confidence from? And I want to talk about ground faith. Ground faith is before you start doing something, the faith that's like base faith, like it's base. So um like it's actually like base faith, which means like when you start doing anything in your life and you have any project, you show that certain thing is gonna work. It's like your ground faith, it's your first faith, it's like your actual reason for starting the project. And what most people don't realize is that there is some people have to work to get that ground faith, while other people don't have to work to get that ground faith. And I wanted to talk about the ground faith, some sport athletes, some sport athletes have like, you know, let's say you were born into a poor family. You were born into a poor family. And um, while you're born into a poor family, you don't think you can play tennis. You don't really think you can play tennis. You know, you are a 18, 19-year-old girl and you don't really think you can play tennis. But somehow, you do a DNA test and the DNA test comes back and the DNA test says you are Serena Williams' daughter. Automatically that shifts everything. And you're like, wait, I'm Serena Williams' daughter. That's crazy. So it just takes time for you to process the fact that you are Serena Williams' daughter. But she doesn't know that, and then you meet her. So you now start living with Serena Williams and you see her play tennis all the time. You've never tried tennis. Matter of fact, you did try tennis at school, but you were not good at tennis. But somehow, because you know that you're Serena's Williams' daughter, you have some kind of ground faith in a way where you think I'm Serena Williams' daughter. If she can do that, I can do that too. And then they ask you to try. For some reason, like all these, sports journalists, they want to see you try tennis. They want to see you. They want to see you in action. Because for some reason, they're thinking in their mind, if you are Serena's Williams' daughter, you should be able to do what she's doing. Because it's in the genes. You see, suddenly you believe that. You believe that. And then you grab a racket. You start playing some trial matches. And then you're playing tennis pretty good. You're playing tennis pretty good. You get the hang of it very quickly because you were there watching your mother. You're like, oh, that's my mom. If my mom can do it, I can do it too. You're playing really good. Suddenly, you start playing professional tennis and you're winning. And people are saying, oh, she's it's in the genes. She's Serena's Williams' daughter. It's in the genes. That's why she's winning. And you know it. And it's your ground faith. Now you believe it. You become a professional athlete and you start playing and you start winning trophies. And then 2 years later on, a doctor comes out and say, I think I've messed up the DNA samples. You're not Serena's Williams' daughter. You're not Serena Williams' daughter. And now you're thinking, wait a minute. So you're not good at tennis because you're good at tennis, not because you're Serena's Williams' daughter. It's because when you heard that when you heard that you are Serena Williams' daughter, you suddenly believed. You believed that you can actually play tennis. It's a powerful belief. It's a very powerful belief. It's a very powerful belief. Kids who grew up knowing their parents are teachers, those kids will be able to teach easily because they know, oh, if my parents can do it, I can do it too. Kids who grew up watching their parents socialize, they'll be good with socializing because they think it's in the genes. Sons of professional athletes, they think they got the talent from the dad. You know, it's a very fascinating topic, ground faith. Some people have to build it. You know, you may be asking, where am I getting my confidence from? My dad is not like some, special individual. I mean, he's special to me. My father is special to me. But where am I getting that confidence from? For other people, they simply need to look at the parents and say, oh, look, my dad can do that. My mom can do that. Therefore, I can do that. Ground faith. Boom. For other people, you actually have to build it. You have to say, you know what, for my identity, A, B, C clicks. Therefore, I can do that. I had to believe that, you know what? I have a specific type of knowledge no one else has. Therefore, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. That's where my confidence comes from. I have knowledge that no one else has. That I believe that no one else has. Because I've read multiple ancient texts that says that only one person will have this knowledge. When the number of humans on the planet multiply, only one person will have this knowledge. And when I got that knowledge, and I say, I'm the only one who has it. So now I have ground faith that I think I'm that person. And I have the confidence. Attacks after attacks. The enemy is putting attacks against me. But somehow I'm surviving. Somehow I'm still here. Ground faith is highly important. It's like a starting point. It's like a starting point. So the rest of us have to build it, while other people simply need to look at the parents. It's very, very powerful for your identity. You have to look at yourself. What is your ground faith? What is it based on? For some, if you don't have a ground faith, you know what's going to happen? Your environment will win against you. And do you know how your environment will win against you? Your environment will win against you. Oh, look, you're African. There's no way you should be studying this, and that. Oh, look, you're a white person. You don't know how to cook. You see how your environment is against you? Because your skin color, will determine whether you can do A, B, C. That's not true. Unless you can hold your identity, your environment is against you. You are from the Middle East. You are technically this, and that. You can't do this and that. You're from Asia. You can't do this, and that. You're from this country. You have a disadvantage in basketball because people in your country can't play basketball. Your environment has all these disadvantages against you. You have to have your own ground faith to hold your identity, or else they will tell you you're African. This is 1965. You're African. There is no African leader. There is no African major. There's no African person in the world. There's no Nelson Mandela. There's nobody there apart from Martin Luther King Jr. There's nothing there. You gotta have your own now. It's easy to see. You know what? People that look like me have built civilizations. Therefore, I'm very smart. You see how the environment puts all this blockade? And people will believe it. People will believe it. That's it.